Hey guys, Dr. Sean here. Let's talk kidney stones this morning. They're always fun to start the day with. I get asked this a lot, Doc, what can you do for kidney stones? I'm told there's nothing you can do, let them pass. Medically, they'll go in, they'll do lithotripsy or something like that to break that stone up and help it pass through. The problem with this is that kidney stones hurt, and they hurt a lot. They're ranked up there among the top 3 most horrible pains you're ever going to feel. A heart attack, childbirth, kidney stone. Those 3 are the big boys. So when you look at this and you start thinking, okay, I don't want one of these things, or if you've already had them before in the past, how do you keep them away? Now, they'll tell you medically, hey, it's dehydration, you need to drink more water. They're right. You do need to drink more water. But that's not really the factor here. It's a piece of the puzzle, but it's not the entire puzzle. The key to getting a stone to go away is to understand what it is. When you look at kidney stones, the majority, and we're talking 85, almost 90% of them, are formed by something called calcium oxalates. Now, calcium oxalates are byproducts of digestion. So you eat your food, you go through and you think, okay, my body breaks all these pieces into little tiny things. And some of those little tiny pieces have names. In this case, calcium oxalate is one of the things that forms. Now, what forms these things? Coffees, colas, chocolates, teas, vitamin C supplements. These are all things that form kidney stones. So if you have a history of forming them, or you're worried about forming a kidney stone, those would be at the top of my list. Now you throw dehydration on there and you start thinking, gosh, those couple cups of coffee in the morning, maybe that cola later on in the day, I'm taking some vitamin C supplements, I'm not drinking a whole lot of water, and you've now created the perfect brew for forming a kidney stone. But there's another piece to this, and this is where I come in and what we do in practice. I have helped thousands of patients throughout my career to get rid of kidney stones, to avoid forming kidney stones, to help them when they already have a kidney stone. It's one of my favorite things to do. In our practice, we like the home runs. This is a beach ball, and yet it's a home run. There's nothing to this one. So when you start looking at kidney stones, you start thinking about what they are. The rule is what? Examine, examine, examine. I run a 24-hour UA in my practice. The 24-hour UA, the urinalysis, will tell me what the body's holding on to and what it's throwing away. So you start thinking about that. Well, what does it need? Kidney stones. Oh, they're oxalates. There's something else that forms oxalates besides what I call the 4 C's and a T. It's fat and fat digestion. If you do not digest and absorb fat appropriately, the body will form oxalates. So poor fat digestion leads to calcium oxalate formation. Now that's critical, because now we look and say, well, that's one of the 3 major food groups. And if my body can't utilize that very well, I can get in trouble. How would you know, aside from the urine that we run, what are some tells, right? Because nature made us to have little signals, little hints. It didn't leave us out in the woods clueless and say, here you go. It gave us things. So, fatty acid imbalance, dry skin, hair, nails, eczema, psoriasis, anything of that nature. You're peeling all the time. Think fatty acid imbalance. You ever get that pain in the rib cage where it just feels tighter, it feels like something's sticking you? Welcome to the world of fats. How about something reproductive? Any type of hormone problem. So now hot flashes, night sweats could be in there. Thyroid problems could be in there. Something with your adrenals, your ovaries, fertility issues, all could be in there. Prostate or ovaries, all could be in there. Arthritis, stiff, sore, achy joints that need greased up with fat, those are all part of this. The urine just tells you where to look. It says, hey, they're not breaking down fats. And if you're not breaking down fats, you're forming oxalates. Now those oxalates get down and they work their way into that kidney and they start to clump together. And as they clump together, guys, imagine swallowing or putting sand in plumbing. As you put some sand down there, as long as you keep the water on, it'll flush through. But if that water slows down, all of a sudden that sand starts to get a little dry and it starts to stick. And when it sticks, it starts to form these little rocks. Almost looks like shale in a way. These little rocks start to form, When they get big enough, every now and then they start to move as a rock. Here's the good news. Improve digestion. Help the body to eliminate its waste. Use the right plant formulas and herbs, and you can turn those little rocks back into powder. Helps the body push them out. Helps them not to clump to begin with. It's that simple. Examine, examine, examine. Find the cause, remove the cause, and kidney stones will be a thing you never have to mention the word again. That simple. I'm Dr. Sean.